people right now who are legal gun owners and they are licensed to carry in their home states, they are being arrested. They are facing years in prison for doing something that is an enumerated and constitutionally protected individual right.
That's correct.
You write that this is a waste of time, it is a waste of money, it's a waste of resources, and yet clearly, you know, in some states, you've got prosecutors and public officials who don't view that as a waste of time because they're continuing to try to prosecute these individuals.
That is a sad state of affairs. I want my officers helping good people who need help and arresting bad guys who need to be arrested. And our guys would never, when I say guys, men and women of the police department, we would never waste our resources messing with law-abiding citizens, ever.
I'm sure that that makes folks who might be traveling through Gahanna, Ohio, very happy to hear that. But again, you know, you're one town, right? This is why we're talking about federal legislation that would apply from coast to coast. And you say this is a fundamental Second Amendment issue. You say there's no reason that a person who's trusted to carry his or her firearm in their home state cannot be trusted to do so in another state. Crossing a state line does not all of a sudden make an otherwise law-abiding person want to commit violent crimes. And I agree with you, and I assume that even gun control advocates might say, okay, yeah, you're right. But I think what they would argue, Chief, is that, you know, listen, just because you're a concealed carry holder doesn't mean that you're law-abiding. I mean, you could snap at any moment, and we just can't, you know, blindly trust that a individual with a concealed carry license is going to be law-abiding.
Well, you know, back in 2003 and 4, we fought in the state legislature to get the first concealed handgun license passed in the state of Ohio. And at the time, the opponents were saying our streets were going to run red with blood. It never happened. But the problem that happened right after 2004 is a lot of municipalities did a hodgepodge of legislative overreach here in the state. So it took 4 years, and in 2008, we passed a firearms law where the state law supersedes any local laws, and it was upheld in the Supreme Court in 2008, and again in a big case, 2010, Cleveland versus the state of Ohio. So take that problem and spread that across 50 states. We need a level playing field where law-abiding citizens don't have to hold their breath or bite their nails wondering, am I going to get in trouble in the state if I'm cutting through while driving through the state or visiting?